6:54, glad you're with us, and it's going to be a busy day. KIMT StormTrack 3 meteorologist Hunter Donahoe. What do we need to know about multiple rounds of storms potentially coming here, right?
Yeah, so the first round is already knocking on our doorstep right now. It doesn't look to be severe. That's good news. We might have a few small hailstones to go along with it, but the bigger threat is into this afternoon and this evening. As for right now, though, we are holding on to a cloudy sky looking south on Highway 52. These clouds streaming in from the south at a pretty good clip. 56 degrees right now, south-southeast winds sustained at 23 miles per hour, at least at the airport south of town. Notice the dew point at 49. That is going to be skyrocketing today, along with the temperatures, allowing us to have some instability in the atmosphere to work with later on. But temperatures region-wide in the mid to upper 50s, even had some low 60s in the driftless earlier, and we are eyeing up those storms already back to the west. Not really impressive. A few strikes of lightning, some rumbles of thunder. That's pretty much it, but they will be possibly strengthening as we head throughout our morning. This is all along a warm front that is surging in from the south and west. That will allow us to see our temperatures to rise quickly later on. All part of a larger system that it will bring a cold front into our region, southeast Minnesota and north Iowa, later on into the afternoon and evening, and that will be the forcing for us to see those potentially intense storms. At least for this morning, yes, we'll have this line moving in. It looks pretty nasty, but it'll just be some heavy rain, maybe a few small hailstones. Not really much in the way of severe weather. Maybe one or two storms that could go severe. That's about it. That'll all push out by around noon or so. But after noon, that's when we're going to start really eyeing up this severe weather threat, a level 4 out of 5 risk in place region-wide. All hazards in play here. Tornadoes, damaging winds, large hail from 4 p.m. today to midnight tonight. But it is a very complex forecast. A lot is going to be in play here. After this initial round of rain and storms moves through, we'll have a stratus cloud deck overhead. Now, it does appear this cloud deck will start to erode, and we will see some afternoon sunshine for a brief period of time. That will quickly allow our atmosphere to recover and get a lot of instability into our neck of the woods, and that will allow us to see the potential for two separate scenarios to shape up here. This is 7 p.m. on 2 of our model data runs. Our graph model, which is the in-house model we use, has more isolated supercells. This is the much more concerning scenario that could happen. It will maximize our tornado threat. Maybe potential for long track tornadoes could come out of this, but the other scenario completely different. A more linear line of storms. This is from one of our high resolution models that everyone can access, the HRRR, linear line, lower tornado threat, higher wind threat. But ahead of this line, we could have a few supercells developing, and within those, we will have tornadoes possible. Even within the line itself, it is a very low threat, but we could have a few brief spin-up tornadoes here and there that could form, something we will track very closely. All in total, yeah, a few tornadoes could be possible. Medium to high threat there, 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts, and if we have any isolated storms, up to tennis ball size hail could be possible. Again, from 4 p.m. this afternoon and evening through around 12 a.m. midnight tonight. That will be our biggest concern. As for today, our high temperatures, it's certainly going to be a very nice day, minus the severe weather. Mid to upper 70s, some low 80s could be possible. So it's going to be feeling summer-like, even humid too, with our dew points in the 60s and maybe low 70s. But after today, yes, we will get a lot more seasonable into the 50s and 60s. Our next chance for rain on Thursday for a very, very nice weekend ahead. Highs in the low 70s.